for the sake of the Gambian people. Once again, thank you and may God bless.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Vice President and Minister for Women's Affairs. Many thanks on behalf of all of us here, Your Excellency, the Vice President, for pleading on our behalf for the sustenance of the traditional hospitality in Kanilai. We hope it will continue. Thank you also, Your Excellency, for what I would call a recap. I think you've already started the session. It was, a very good analysis of the past and current issues ingrained in your eloquent and befitting remarks. Thank you, Your Excellency. With the permission of His Excellency the President, I would like to humbly call on this gathering to once again rise and give a standing ovation to His Excellency for all the awards bestowed on him since January 2012 to June 2012, the latest being the doctorate degree in Taiwan. Thank you very much. Without much ado, I would now call on His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia to address this July gathering.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Your Excellency the Vice President and Deputy Minister of Women's Affairs, Honorable Minister, Secretary General, Permanent Secretaries, Deputy Permanent Secretaries, Secretary of Cabinet, fellow Gambians, and of course security and protocol. All other protocols respectfully observed. I thank the Almighty Allah for standing before you here today, and I also want to welcome you to Kanilai. It is better late than never, because by this time we would have had the second retreat in the year, because we agreed to 3 retreats annually. But due to circumstances beyond our control, we are having our first retreat in 2012. That notwithstanding, we have been taking care of business as usual, or even more than as usual. Whatever befalls a nation, humanity, is the will of the Almighty Allah. The saying that man proposes and Allah disposes is really very correct. 2011, I had all the optimism that we were going to have a bumper harvest in 2012 because of 2 unprecedented events. For the first time in the history of this country, we issued a huge number of tractors to the best farmers of this country. Don't ask me who they are, we all know. And we went around and saw huge fields of land being cleared, to the extent that I was also worried that our forest may go. Everybody was in high gear, with high expectations of a bumper harvest. But the Almighty Allah decided that you're not going to have it. So what it means, the proverb that even the best laid plans may not work out as planned is true. But as Muslims and Christians, we are believers, and Allah knows why we had such a bad harvest. But despite that, I've seen, coming from Banjul to Kanilai, that the spirit of the farmers has not been dampened by the last very poor harvest. Despite the fact that we dropped from 5.5% growth, we used to be higher than that, to 3.5 makes me very optimistic. 3.5 multiplied by 10 is 35. And I'm very, very, very grateful to the Almighty Allah. We have come a long way in the objectives that we set, or the goals of national development that we set for ourselves. But are we halfway? No. We're not even 25%. We've not even traveled 25% of the journey. We have a long way to go. Despite our achievements, for which we should all be grateful to the Almighty Allah, I want something better than that. And I see no reason why we can't do it. Very soon we will be celebrating the 22nd July Revolution. We have a lot to celebrate. The question is, 18 years, couldn't we have done better? Is it the fault of anybody? No. That's what the Almighty Allah said, we are going to get in 18 years. Shouldn't we be proud of it? Oh yes, we should. If you compare 18 years to 30 years, this story is different. But better still, compare 18 years to 400 years. You will realize that Gambians have a lot to be grateful to the Almighty Allah. 18 years, uncountable schools. 400 years, 2 missionary high schools, 2 so-called hospitals, and not a single Gambian trained by the colonial government to be a doctor. 30 years, we didn't even have 5 Gambian trained doctors by the Gambian government. 30 years. 18 years, we have almost 90 doctors, homegrown and home trained. For 430 years, we had a poultry house turned into a so-called teacher training college. That is all, and the highest accolade you can have is HTC, or qualified teacher. 18 years, we have a world-renowned university. For 400 years, Gambians couldn't obtain a diploma in their own country. 430 years, you cannot have a bachelor's degree in your own country. 18 years,